You ain't gotta ask, bro. I know. Don't worry. You ain't... That's my fault. I should have assumed a Beerus player would not block. It's okay, bro. We got safe jumps. Don't even worry about it. Ooh! I know you're gonna do it, bro. DP. Why is that super literally unpunishable? Hold on. What do you mean unpunishable? Look, I'm sure you all know about and have experienced firsthand Beerus' new level 3. It is crazy. I also know that unless you are a Beerus player, you're not the happiest about it. But I've seen some people going around saying this is unpunishable, and that is just not true. This move is really hard to punish, but it is not unpunishable. Okay, first thing we need to do. I know this might scare you guys, okay? We need to look at frame data. Okay, so here we can see Beerus' level 3 as of this most recent patch, and we see that the recovery is 10 frames, which is not normal by any means. And it has 7 frames of startup pre-Super Flash and 3 frames post-Super Flash. Now, what does that mean? Basically, it takes 7 frames from Beerus first activating his level 3 super till that animation. Between Beerus inputting his level 3 and doing that animation, there are 7 frames. And between that animation and the actual grab, there are 3 frames. And then after those 3 frames, there are 10 frames of lag. So basically, what that means is after you react to Beerus doing this, which is gonna be after the animation, you're gonna have 13 frames to punish him. And that's the magic number. Remember, 13 frames. Now, 13 frames is actually not that much time. Things like jump plus super dash are just not gonna cut it. And it is definitely not enough time to backdash and punish like that. And since it takes 3 frames from the animation till the actual grab, you actually don't have enough time to do things like empty vanish, because that would take 4 frames. But do you know what happens to be just fast enough with a majority of the cast? Reversal level 3. This is 12 frames with most characters. Some characters are faster and some characters are slower. Beerus, for example, has a 10 frame super, as we just talked about. But some characters don't have this luxury. Super Baby 2, for example, his super not only is too slow, in a lot of situations, it will literally just whiff. What about his other level 3 super? This one is 18 frames, which means it is definitely too slow to ever punish this. So, like, what do you do if you play Baby? Are you just screwed? Do you just have to not punish him for reversal level 3ing out of your pressure? We'll come back to Baby, I promise you. Quickly though, I just want to take a second to look at actual DP reversals. These, with most characters, do not work. They are not fast enough to punish this. The exception here is characters who have EX reversals. These are going to be much faster than their counterpart and allow you to get a consistent punish. But very obviously, most characters do not have the luxury of an EX 9-frame DP, right? Well, let me talk about Gotenks for a second. You might be wondering, does Gotenks have any super specific counterplay against this exact one move in this exact situation? The answer might surprise you. So Gotenks actually has this, his Beyblade. This is super fast to come out in the air. It's actually frame 8, which is kind of crazy. And you'll see this hits right next to him like instantly. And if you are inhumanly precise, you can actually get this to connect. But that is not the counterplay I want to show you guys. The counterplay I want to show you guys is both easier and gives you a better punish. The counterplay I want to show you guys is this. So Gotenks is one of the characters in the game who can hit Beerus on the way up with a JL. And even if Beerus is crouching, whenever he does his level 3, he will always go into standing, meaning you can always get this. And not only can you get this, because of the Gotenks buffs, you can get a full combo. But Adam, you're thinking, I play Gotenks and I am literally built different. Do you have a rejump that I could do off of this? Well, I'm glad you asked. Yes. Okay, and now your minds are racing. You're like, well, who else can do this? I know Gotenks isn't the only character. Remember how we talked about Baby not being able to do anything? He can also punish like this. Who else can do this? Who else can do this? You're asking me. Can my character do this? I don't know. Why don't you try labbing it out for yourself? Like I'm just gonna do all the work for you. You don't have to lab anything. I just do all the labbing. Anyways, here's every character that can do this. So Gotenks and Baby, obviously. Gogeta Blue can do this. Tien can do this. Yamcha can do this. Labcoat can do this. Frieza can do this. Base Vegeta can do this, but as far as I can tell, the only way for him to get a combo is by vanishing afterwards. But I could be wrong about this. Bardock can do this. Adult Gohan can do this. Super Saiyan Vegeta can do this. Vegito can do this. Blue Vegeta can do this. Teen Gohan can do this. Gogeta 4 can do this. And Zamasu can do this. Man, that's really cool that there exists counterplay, but it really sucks because you didn't say my character. I've still got something for you. There actually exists a separate secret technique that is only for the most goated players on the planet. A forbidden jutsu of Beerus counterplay. So obviously, if I just do like Blue Goku's Lariat or whatever here, I'm gonna get hit, right? But what happens if I do this? Excuse me? What did you just do there? How did you do that? What? Can you explain to me what you're doing right now, please? Yes, I can. So, I'm sure most of you probably know about Kara canceling. But just in case you don't, here's the basic rundown. Kara canceling is basically a mechanic that allows you to cancel certain moves into other moves at the very start. What do I mean by this? Teen Gohan is a prime example. So Teen Gohan has this, right? His light kicks. You'll see that whichever direction I'm moving before I do this move, I stay moving in that direction. If I jump neutral, I will go neutral. If I jump back, I will go back. And if I jump forward, I will go forward. And normally, there's no way to just like magically change the direction you're going in the air. But Teen Gohan also has this as a ki blast. And you'll see this moves him forward at the beginning a slight bit. So if you combine those two things together, all of a sudden, now you can magically move forward. Why do I bring up Kara canceling here? Because it's not just moves that you can cancel into and out of on startup. You can also cancel the startup of your jump into actual moves. The only problem is, it looks identical. You wouldn't be able to tell that you could do this unless you knew about this. And jump has startup, where you're not off the ground yet, but it is intangible to grabs on frame 1. What that means is that you can cancel the startup of your jump into a move before you leave the ground. And that looks something like this. Now all of a sudden, you are magically immune to Beerus' command grab. You're welcome.